Very good morning to all. Please take your work seriously, and as in how the videos are being uploaded, finish off the exercises. You will be actually reducing your own burden by doing it one at a time, because you've been given three subjects per day. So it's only a matter of you, like 1.5 hours or 2 hours, finish it off, dear. My advice for you would be the same. Now let's begin with a new unit, asking and answering questions. Questions are interrogative sentences. We had done this when I was teaching you kinds of sentences. Statements like in English, with sentences which help you in asking questions, inquiring about something, are called interrogative statements. So nothing but questions. Now, few of the question words which we use to ask question, to interrogate, are where, how, when, what, how, which. So these are the questions which help you in asking questions. Now, the first part of it, the book says, we have two kinds of answers. For certain questions, we have two kinds of answers. Either a person would say yes or he would say no. So if I ask you, do you like watching movies? So you would say, yes, ma'am, I like watching movies. Or you would say, no, ma'am, I don't like watching movies. Now, formally, informally, like you and I are talking, if I ask you, do you like watching movies? You would say, yes, ma'am. And if I ask you the other way around, if you have to answer, you would say, no, ma'am. But when it comes to writing, when it comes to formal English, we write the entire statement stating, yes, ma'am, I like watching movies. No, ma'am, I don't like watching movies. So we have been given exercises to do the same. This is the exercise, and the first question is, does Sam like apples? So an informal shortened version of the answer would be, no, he doesn't. But if I have to write it in a very formal way, I would say, no, he doesn't like apples. Okay, so the whole exercise is about the same, and what we do is we look at the question over here, does she go to the cinema every Sunday? So the answer has been given to us, we just have to frame the sentence at the back. Now if this person is given yes, that means it's a positive reply. I don't want any not in my sentence or a negative sentence, I don't want at the back. So I would write, yes, she goes to the cinema every day. Now why did I write goes over here, beta? Because it was go over here. Why did I write goes? Now see to it that you maintain the tense of the sentence. Do not change the tense over here in these sentences. Now the word does over here has already taken the ES form. So when this gets cancelled, then this gets transferred, S gets transferred to go. So yes, she goes to the cinema every Sunday. Next one, will they have enough money? Now no has come up over here. That means you have a negative sentence to frame at the back. No, they will not have enough money. Now please see to it that the helping verb comes in front of the pronoun when it's a question. I have taught you this when I was doing the rearrange the following kinds of sentences and how to frame the questions over there. So will they is a question. They will is a statement. So remember this placement, you will never ever go wrong. You will not write no, will they not have enough money? That would be a question again. So no, they will not have enough money. Okay, so based on this you finish off the rest of the exercise. Now comes the most crucial of all. How to frame questions when you have been given statements. Okay, how to frame. I'm hiding the answers because it's already written over there. How to frame questions when you have been given answers. Now be very cautious with what you do. First, ask yourself, what are we talking about in the statement? Whatever answer has been given to you, what are we talking about? what is missing, what is being asked, what is the question related, what should the question be related to. That's the first question you will ask. Next, which tense are we talking about? Which tense are we talking about? Let's cite the example of the first one. My father is a mechanical engineer. Now, what are we talking about? We are talking about father's profession. Engineering is a profession, dear. So that's the first question which was answered. What are we talking about? Now, what tense is it in? It is in simple present tense because is has been given over here. So if my answer is in present tense, I would definitely choose a present tense to frame the question. So my father is a mechanical engineer. What? Choose the question word in accordance to what is being spoken about. What is your father's profession? Now you see again the helping verb has come in front of the pronoun. Okay? The helping verb has come in front of the pronoun. So please, when you frame a question, see to it all your helping verbs come in front of the pronoun or the noun. Let's begin with the next one. My uncle sold his house to an actor. Okay. Now there are two things which can be highlighted. My uncle. In fact, three things. My uncle, house, actor. We can frame questions on any of these three. So first, we got to know what are we talking about over here. Either it can be my uncle, either it can be house, or either it can be actor. I will frame all three questions and tell you I have written only one over. So first, to take care of an actor, I will underline. Okay, now which tense are we talking about, dear? Sold is in simple past tense. If a past tense comes, you have an option of did. You have to use the verb, the helping verb did in your question. If a present tense comes, is will take an is only. If you have like she works in a hotel, works is the only verb over there, but it has got verb plus s. Okay, it does not have any helping verb. So my options would be do or does. Where does she work? You have to be very clear with this. When there is a present tense, you use only present tense without any helping verb. If helping verb is there, you can pick up the helping verb and frame the question. So here is do, does for present tense and did for past tense. So my priority over here I am giving is to actor. To whom did your uncle sell his house? Better listen to me very carefully. When you use did, the verb goes in its normal form. You cannot write to whom did your uncle sold his house. With did comes a simple form of the verb. Do not write two past tenses. We don't allow with did. Did itself is in past tense. It takes the effect of it. So we don't have another thing to be written over here. To whom did your uncle sell his house? Question mark. Do not forget to put the question mark. It's a very important part of it. Now, what if I give priority to uncle? My question would be, who sold his house to an actor? So you would answer, my uncle sold his house to an actor. Okay, that's one more question which can be framed. Okay, now let's give priority to the house. What did your uncle sell to an actor? My uncle sold his house to an actor. So you saw three ways I could highlight what are we talking about and frame questions on it. But in all the three sentences, all the three questions did came in it. Okay, that was how you could solve this one. There were three possible answers. I've discussed all three with you. Here comes another one. The Mount Everest. But there's the printed over here. Mount Everest is the name of a mountain. So we have to write the in front of it. Do make it a point that you write the in your workbooks. The Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Now here, we have only and only one thing to be taken care of, that's the Mount Everest. What are we talking about? Mount Everest. Rest I cannot frame anywhere, because we will talk about highest mountains in the world only. We cannot speak about mountains on Mars and Jupiter and Saturn. So there's no point of discussing any other talking about issue over here. So Mount Everest is the focus. Is has been given, so you will use is again. Okay? Which is the highest mountain in the world? Is the, not the is. Which is the highest mountain in the world? Question mark. We have to put up a question mark at the rear end. I hope you've understood till here. Try to solve the exercise on your own. I will be giving you an assignment with 10 statements will be given, and then you will have to frame questions for it. For that you will be needing the help of the explanation. Please take it up seriously. Slowly, gradually, if you learn, it's okay. You don't gobble down more than what you can actually handle. So please finish off your work on a daily basis. A day delay would be okay, but don't exaggerate the delay and then fall into big trouble. Thank you.